Now, one thing that people probably aren't talking about when optimizing your LinkedIn is this. Hey, it's Savvy Daphne. Today we're at my desk. I'm going to be showing you what I did to optimize my LinkedIn. If you saw my previous video, this was the step that really changed my life and changed my career because multiple people found me. There was one in particular that had what I was looking for. I would have never been found by her if I didn't do these steps in optimizing my LinkedIn. I'll be sharing a lot of tips that I learned myself, tips that you've not heard before. It's more than just placing keywords into LinkedIn. It's all about reverse engineering. I'm going to show you how to do that. So before we hop onto the computer, wow, I sounded like a Valley girl. I'm going to briefly go over all the steps in order to know what the recruiters are looking for. So you know exactly what words and phrases and how to frame your LinkedIn because it's going to vary based on your industry. If you're looking for a marketing job, your LinkedIn is going to look very different from someone who's looking for an engineering job because those industries are different in what they're looking for. If you don't have LinkedIn Premium and you're looking for a job, it's worth every penny. I think it's about $40 a month. It allows you to do a lot of things and learn a lot of things that you would not be able to do if you just had the basic version. So how do you know what words, job titles, skills your recruiters are looking for? I will tell you. This is where reverse engineering is really important because you want to put yourself in the mind of a recruiter. I used to be an executive assistant at a small startup. I did play the role of recruiter and use LinkedIn to find people. I was just using the search bar. There are people looking to fill roles that way, usually the smaller startups or smaller companies that need help, but they don't want to pay for LinkedIn Recruiter because it is expensive. So that's why it's good to keep both in mind. So this is the LinkedIn Recruiter landing page. I don't have LinkedIn Recruiter, so I can't actually show you on the back end, but I did want to show you what recruiters are doing when they're searching for people to fill these roles. They can source any candidate on LinkedIn using 40 advanced search filters. This is important because it means that every aspect of your LinkedIn profile can help if they have certain filters. That's why LinkedIn is so powerful because there's so many parts on the profile. You can add details and words, make it easier for people to find you. So recruiters, if they use the AI feature, let's be real, they probably are because humans are lazy. We're not lazy. We just want to work smarter, not harder. Well, how does this AI work? They basically just tell it in natural language what they are looking for. For example, they might be searching, I need a business analyst with SQL and Tableau experience who's worked in tech and knows how to communicate with stakeholders. So you need to think, what filters would LinkedIn AI likely apply based on that prompt? Skills, tools, software, location, certifications, experience, anything and everything. Also think about what kind of person might stand out to them based on their company culture. What kind of tone would reflect that company culture in your LinkedIn profile? Then I want you to actually go on LinkedIn, type in some of those words, see whose profiles are at the top. Go to those profiles and look at the words, the experience, the skills, the tools that they have on their LinkedIn and really ask yourself, why did these people show up at the top? You'll start to notice some patterns. Then search the same role, but go into the job postings and under the job postings, make a list of all the skills, all the experiences that those are looking for and write those down. Look at both of them, your notes of keywords and experience and skills and tools that you gathered from looking at the people who came up on the search, and then the skills, the words, the experience, anything you found on the job descriptions. Be able to see a clear picture of, okay, in order to get this role, it's looking like my best shot is to have experience in this and this, to use these keywords, to have these certifications, and make sure that when you're optimizing your LinkedIn profile, you're focusing on those keywords, experiences, tools, and using the language you found. If you're totally lost and not knowing how to find those keywords, experiences, or skills, I have a free giveaway for you linked below. I will send you a little worksheet to guide you through how to look for keywords and skills and certifications and figure out the tone of your profile. Okay, now let's hop into the profile, what we've all been waiting for. Thank you for your patience, I know, but everything that I said before is important. It is important. You have to put deep thought into it. It's not as simple as you would think. The more in depth you go, trust me, the better it is. Okay. So we have my LinkedIn profile here, and I'm just going to go through these one by one, top to bottom. So starting with the profile picture and the banner. For the profile picture, you really just want something that's high quality, professional looking, a clear background, smiling, friendly, with the lighting to be good. Mine's probably not the best example. I think my background could actually be a little bit better, but it is clear. It is a good headshot. It is good quality. There's at least bokeh, so the background's blurred and I'm clearly in the front. The banner here is going to vary on your industry. Since I was going for more corporate roles, I did just choose a generic background that was professional. If you're in a more creative space, you can play around with the banner. You can use a custom banner to showcase your industry, skills, or branding. Canva is a great tool to design one. The next one is this headline here. It's one of the main ways LinkedIn knows what you are about and who to put you in front of when people are searching. If you are looking for roles in project management, you want to make sure you have those keywords at the top here. The main keywords of any way the role could be titled or formed, and the top skills or certifications they might be looking for. I have program management specialist, project management professional, PMP, and certified Scrum Master. I did update this since I got a job. Before, I actually had 1.5 more lines here just to take advantage of that space, put in as many keywords as I could. Down here, you want to have open to work on. Add the job titles that you are hoping to get. Honestly, I would even have all these checked. Jobs could be listed for on-site, but there's actually a hybrid or remote option. I was hired for a fully on-site role, but I'm actually hybrid. So you never know. I like to keep it open, and then in the first interview, if I do get one, just make it clear that you're looking for a hybrid or remote role. And if they say, no, this one requires to be full-time in office, then just be like, okay, I don't think this is the best fit then. If any remote or hybrid roles come up, can you please let me know? Put your location on there so there's less competition. You're going to be ranking better on certain searches. This next section does not show up on your profile, the analytics, but this is actually really insightful for your job search. A good idea is to look at who's been viewing your profile, because if someone from a different company who's looking for people and you showed up in their search and they looked at your profile, but maybe they didn't make the jump and message you, you can actually send them a message and say, hey, I noticed you looked at my profile, and start a conversation that way. It's also cool because you can see how many search appearances you had in the previous week. And I'm not even job searching right now, and I showed up in 27 searches. Now you have your about section. I did have ChatGPT write this for me, but it took several iterations because I wanted it to still be me and I wanted it to hit on the most important parts. So this is my updated version. With your about section, it is good to do it in first person. It's more personalized and to tell your story, but also throw in those keywords. And you can use AI, tell ChatGPT or other AI tools, submit your resume, and with it say, I'm writing an about section for my LinkedIn. Please put it in first person. And then write a little blurb about who you are and what you bring to the table and what your careers and goals are. Then have ChatGPT cook up an about section and work with it and say, okay, can you actually say this sentence this way, or avoid using this word, or actually use this keyword more? Be intentional with it. Don't just throw in one prompt and then copy and paste the first thing that it gives out, because you really do want to be targeting those keywords and that it does sound like you. Don't let AI do all the work. Put in your voice, restructure it the way that you would, not ChatGPT. Now moving on to, we can ignore activity. That's just what you post. If you do get a certification, I highly recommend posting it to your profile. The next is the experience section. This needs to go way deeper than just your resume because you have all this real estate. It doesn't have to be one page. I have all my experiences on here, all 14 experiences. With every experience list, the skills that you use, especially the skills someone is going to be looking for in the role that you want to be in. If you want to be in project management, you definitely should have project management in your past experiences. Even if you're not a project manager. I was a manager of an office and I did manage projects. So I did do project management and I put that in there. Now, when you're listing out your experience, you can make it as long as you want. It's better to be more specific because remember how I said that recruiters have 40 different filters to choose from. This is where you can really hone in on that. Okay, now I'm just going to go over the bottom of the profile. You can group these together. It's really more of what I've already been saying. Utilize every piece of real estate on your profile to target those keywords, to show what kind of person you are, show your personality, show your experience, your skills, your tools, have your license and certifications. You can even use LinkedIn Learning. For example, I wanted to do project management, so I did a LinkedIn Learning course in Agile project management with Jira Cloud. It's very specific because I was working with engineers at the time using Jira and I wanted to understand it more. On my job search, if someone was searching for a project manager who has experience with Jira, this could help me stand out. If you do any courses on HubSpot, Coursera, LinkedIn, any academia sites, list it here. And then your volunteering skills, publications, organizations that you like, you can show your personality, what you care about, and then even in your interests, really utilize that. Now, one thing people might not mention when they're talking about optimizing your LinkedIn is this. LinkedIn favors engagement. So even though you've done all this work to redo your profile, you got to stay on LinkedIn. Go on it every day. Follow industry leaders, like their posts, comment on them, share valuable content in your field. Instead of waiting for recruiters to find you, go find the recruiters. Go message them. Go find hiring managers in the companies that you want to work at. Message them. Put yourself out there. If you send a connection request, make sure you do it with a personalized message and stay on the platform. Okay, so we went over a lot. Thanks for sticking with me. I hope that was helpful. The main takeaways are put yourself in the shoes of a recruiter. Think about how a recruiter or hiring manager is thinking when they are looking for someone to fill the role that you want. Remember, they might be using AI. They're just telling LinkedIn what they want. And then from there, LinkedIn is assessing what filters to use. So get in that mindset. What would a recruiter say to LinkedIn to look for? Use the worksheet below to help you. Then once you've done that research, you optimize. Change your photo, your banner, your header, your experience, your about section. Use every piece of real estate on your LinkedIn, your certifications, volunteering, skills, organizations, everything. And stay engaged on LinkedIn. Keep going on there every single day. Follow people, message people, and almost forgot to mention, use the analytics. Like I said, you can see who viewed your profile. If someone's viewed your profile and they work at a company that you want to work at, that is a perfect doorway to message them. It's really just throwing fishing rods in every single pond you can, planting seeds in every little pot that you can, because you never know which one's going to take off and grow and bring you your next role. You can do it. I know you can. Maybe it's overwhelming, but if you put in the work on the front end, it can really pay off. If you found this video helpful and you don't want to miss anything, please subscribe and comment. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear if you use any of these tips, and let me know what other videos you might want to see. I'm going to be coming out with a video every single week. Right now, I'm in my job hunting series. I'm giving away all of my tips. I've learned a lot and I'm sharing them with you. Thank you for watching, and you got this. Good luck out there.